Hello everyone and welcome to the Not For Hire YouTube channel. Today I'm not here with any of these trucks, but I bought something cool at the auction. As you guys know, it's that time of the year again, and I went to the auction and spent all my money. So we're gonna jump in the mystery S10 and we're gonna go check out what I bought. So here we go. No, it's not that trailer. No, it's not that Duramax or the Dodge. There she is. Alright, I haven't heard this truck run since the auction, so let's see if it'll start. It's been about 4 days and it's been in the 40s at night, so hopefully it cranks over. I didn't check the batteries, but here we go. Alright, first thing I'm doing is greasing up the whole front end. I got it jacked up. It spins nice. Check the kingpins with the bar. No noise, no movement. So, good so far. Nice. Completely packed. Well, I'm glad I checked that. Does it have a date on it? I don't think so. Alright, let's clean that out. It's all cleaned out now. 3-stage piston. Cool. I don't want to get under it. Just sticking my hand under there, not my body, so. Some stuff in the bed, I don't want to dump it on the ground. It has the airlocks for the gate, I think they work. We'll put it down and see if they open. Thing sounds great. Alright, it's actually the next day. Yesterday I went through the whole thing, front to back. Put air in the tires, I greased up the whole front end, I checked everything out, and it's ready to go. So hopefully it makes it home, but if it doesn't, we're pretty screwed because I got nobody to help me. A little stressful, but it's been a while since I drove something home that, you know, wasn't decent, or I didn't really know. You know, I don't really know this truck at all, but everything looked good. So let's take a slow ride home. It's only about, it's under 10 miles, I know that, and it's all back roads, so I could do like 25 the whole way if I had to. But alright, I'm gonna set you up in the cab and hopefully you'll get some of the video. If not, I'll see you when we get home. It has a second knob. I don't know if I'm supposed to push it in, but I'm not going to listen to that. Brakes are slickety. shut it off. Then I realized. Alright, now that it's home safe and tucked in with the other trucks, I can tell you guys a story about how I got it and what I paid and all that good stuff. I start off, it's a 1987 International S1900. It's actually the 1954 model. It's actually the same as my other truck. That one's an 83, so it's a few years newer. It has the DT466 with a 5-speed with a split rear end. Obviously, as you guys can see, it seems to run pretty good. It drives pretty good. It stops. The brakes stick a little. I'm sure it would need all new brakes and everything to ever be on the road again, legally. I bought this truck at a local auction that I go to every year, and I think I got a decent deal on it. I mean, there's definitely cheaper ones out there I'm sure I could find that maybe don't run or something. I know there's one on Facebook Marketplace right now for $1,500. I know, I saw it. I had a few people send it to me already. If I can afford that one too, I'd go buy that one too, but I got two. I think that's enough. But originally, I bought this truck because I wanted the engine for the bus project. I really want to make that bus full mechanical. If you're not familiar with the bus, this is my bus. It's 2012 IC RE. It has the DT Max Force in it, which, you know, a lot of you know, of course, that the Max Force engines are not that great. Well, they're good until they blow up, and then once they blow up, there's no coming back. It's shot. So I figured, why that's still running, I would sell the engine out of sell the DT Max Force, and then I want to drop in a mechanic, that the DT466, you know, a full mechanical engine with no electronic injection or anything. At least that was my plan. So that is my plan, but that was the reason I bought the truck originally. Now that I've driven it and taken a good look at it, I kind of hate to take a torch to it and cut this truck up. Let me show you what I mean. This truck used to have the DT466 hood emblem. If any of you guys got that, let me know. I'd really like to get that. Even if I don't put it on this truck, I'll take it off, put it on that truck. As you can see, it's a pretty dirty truck, but it's actually not that bad. It definitely needs a lot of cleaning up. Cab is definitely got some issues going on rot-wise on this side. The other side seems to be all intact. This side definitely needs a floor and stuff, so I don't see, the pedals are not really worn on this thing. It says it has 100,000 on it, but there's no way. I did find a tag on the engine. It's buried underneath all that dirt. And it's actually, this truck was actually rebuilt. I don't know if you can see it. That right there is a rebuild tag. So I believe it's SRC. I think SRC is the rebuilder. It's Springfield Remanufacturing, and I forgot what state. I'll put it on the screen here. But it's the same company that rebuilt. Hold on. Just open this hood. I can tell you. Here, you can see it better on this. Springfield Remanufacturing Corp. But yeah, the exact same engine. I'll have to clean the tag off. It's supposed to say how many horsepower it is. I'll try to get that cleaned off before the end of the video so I could see it, but yeah, as you can see, this truck has air brakes versus the other one that's hydraulic brakes. This is like the first, well, this is the first one of these trucks I drove that has air brake, and compared to the hydraulic brakes, air brake is way better. Like, you just put your big toe on the brake and it stops on a dime. That's kind of nice. I never realized how much hydraulic brakes sucks, or never realized how much hydraulic brakes suck until you drive something that's air brake. But this engine seems really good. I think it'll go good in the bus if that's the route I end up going. I mean, this cab's pretty shot, so, and it needs tires, and that's like what, $3 grand right there just for tires, 2,500 bucks, whatever. I mean, front springs, they had a plow on it at some point, and the front springs are not looking so happy. I don't know if you can tell. Kind of wore out. I know the ones on the front of Dumpy are brand new. Actually, one of my viewers pointed out that it's from Triangle Spring, and they used to work there, so they thought maybe they could have built those springs at one time, which is pretty cool. This one also has a tag on it. I don't know what company. But they don't look good. I mean, they look good from up high, but when you get down level with the ground, you realize they're like frowning a little. So those would need to be replaced. The tire, this side's good, but the tread's bad. I mean, it's cracked, I mean. So this side of the cab's actually really decent. Nice and clean, but the door is mangled. It actually does still open and close. I'm assuming it either got hooked on the mirror and pulled open backwards, or they left it open or something. But it's banged up pretty good. Also, this is all banged up too, so I don't know what could have happened. Hood's still fine. But Deprezo, something Italian, International, Middletown, New Hampshire. I wonder if they're still around. I have the badge in the truck too. It has, I think it's a heated body. You can see the exhaust is here. And as you guys saw, all the hydraulics worked on it and it dumped and everything. The floor is really nice in it, no holes. The tarp I didn't pull out, so I don't know how much of the tarp is good, but seems like a lot on there. I could probably trim it down. Got the door on the back. It's got a hitch. Has a brake controller and everything in it, but I'm gonna have to rewire all this if I wanted to drive it down the road. This is all shot. It has sander hoses, or sander lines, and a pump on the engine for it, but it's disconnected. It does have the controls in the cab and everything, so I just have to put the belt back on and you can use it, but I don't plan on buying a sander anytime soon, so I don't think I'll be using that. See, it's all there, it's just really dirty. Like it was, you know, being used as a farm truck somewhere. They just didn't want it anymore. Tires, recaps. Like I said, they're okay tread, but still recaps. Frame actually looks really good on this. There's no jacking. Got the 2-speed motor, which might fit on my white one. Good muffler. You know, it is pretty loud. I did go through. Oh, I didn't really show it. I got out of the truck and I was pretty excited to get working on this thing. So when it was at the auction, I greased the whole entire truck before I drove it home. Actually, before I even moved it, I greased it all. It was the first thing I did, because I already heard it run at the auction, so I knew it was going to run, so I figured if it moved, it should be greased up. So that's what I did. This whole, oh, that's the other thing. This is a heated body, but I don't think it was ever hooked up, because on the other side, this side, I know there's supposed to be a valve, I think, for these, but it's never been cut open. I think the exhaust goes there, and there's no holes anywhere else. There's actually no holes in the body at all. There's just dents and paint flaking off and some mud. It is, as you can see, it is sitting up a little bit, and that's because the back right here is starting to expand a little, and it's holding the body up. So I would have to cut this down or do something here. Cut this piece of the little steel out, maybe in a small section, so it'll sit down on the frame, because it is up a little. If I put a little weight in it, it would probably sink right down, but obviously unloaded, it's sitting up. Side of the engine. See the IH symbol there on the engine, which is pretty cool. That belt is, I'm assuming, for the hydraulic pump, but they just tied it up there. Probably because it broke. There's the hydro pump for the sander. That brakes. Okay, the interior of the cab. Took me a while to figure out this was one of the air brake valves. I was pushing this one out, nothing was happening, and I was like, oh shit, this is the valve, it's just missing the knob. These need to be replaced, obviously, if I was going to run it. This one leaks, this one's probably going to leak, and you need to have the knob back on it so you can actually see what it is. The gauges seem to all work on this except for the speedometer. Everything else seemed to work, which was pretty nice. Blinkers, everything worked, all the bulbs worked. Random switches and stuff. Has the factory, well, it had a factory radio location that isn't cut out yet, which is nice. I don't know if that's a factory hour meter. 9,855. I don't know if that's a lot or a little, but it was probably put in when it was rebuilt or something. Not sure. Shift patterns. If you want to pause it and look at that, you can. There's another little sheet above this. I don't know what it is. I've never seen that before. I think it's like an option list. Interesting. What's over here? Nothing. Down here, we got our PTO controls for the dump bed. You got an electric pump for the, that's a camera stand, but you got an electric pump for the plow for the front. It's only up and down, not left and right. And then you got your sander controls over here. I guess it's good if I was going to use this for plowing or something. I don't really have any use for this stuff. I guess this could make like a good plow truck, maybe for the yard or something. That would be cool. But yeah, that's the interior. Pretty neat. Oh, it does have an air seat too. It does actually work. don't think there's any air in it though. A little bit of air. Cool. Big hydraulic tank. Oh yeah. So yeah, as you guys can see, it's all right. I mean, it's almost a shame to cut it up. I'm not really sure what to do. Maybe you guys can give me an idea. I think that engine would be cool in the bus. I know a DT44E would be a little easier because then you can run the electric throttle cable and stuff, or throttle, so that way you don't have to run a cable all the way the length of the bus. But so overall, it's not a terrible truck at all. You know, I think it's well worth the $1,800 that I paid for it. I think it's great for parts for my other truck if I need it. I think it's a great engine for the bus if I needed it. I think it's a good truck to use in the yard while it's still together. And if I wanted to dump $4,000 into it, I can put it back on the road. But realistically, do I need another dump truck? I mean, yeah, I kind of want another dump truck, but I don't need it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think this is gonna work out good. Yeah, I guess this is officially introducing the Parts International to the channel, but yeah, pretty neat. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of today's little adventure and this rusty old dump truck. Like if you haven't liked the video already. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.